In this video, I will show you what to do if you forgot the password to your Honor X7D. In such case, the best solution would be to contact Honor customer support service, tell them about this issue and provide them with the proof of the ownership of your smartphone. It can be, for example, the receipt from the store where you bought this phone. Now, in such case, they will most likely be able to help you out with your problem and will let you regain access to your smartphone without removing any personal data from it. If this option doesn't seem available for you, then you can perform a factory reset operation on your phone, which will result in all data being removed from your device unless you have a backup on your phone or on some external device. In order to perform factory reset operation, you can either use the Google services, and I'm talking about specifically FindHub service, which you can access using any other device that you have access to. All you have to do is log into your account here, the account that is linked to your Honor smartphone. Go to your devices list and then select your device from the list, select factory reset device, and it will perform the factory reset operation remotely. Once again, this website is called FindHub, and it's an official Google website. If you don't have a Google account set up on your device, you can perform a factory reset operation locally using the recovery mode on your phone. If you don't know how to manage the recovery mode, you can either watch a separate video on our channel explaining how to perform factory reset operation through recovery mode specifically on this smartphone, or you can keep watching this one. I will also briefly mention how you can do that. So I will also review the last scenario and will give you a solution to it. If you do remember the password to your smartphone, but you still cannot unlock your phone with it, this might be because some third-party application is affecting the way that your lock screen behaves, and so we have to turn off the background activity for it. In order to do that, you're gonna have to enter the safe mode on your smartphone, and to enter the safe mode, you're gonna have to perform a list of actions. So first of all, hold down the volume down button and the power button at the same time until your device's screen goes off. And once your device's screen goes off, you have to release the volume down button and switch to the volume up key while keeping holding the power button. And now, once you see the Honor's logo, just keep holding these two buttons together until your screen goes off. Once the screen goes off, you can release both of these keys, and now you are in the Magic OS menu. You can use volume up and down to navigate and power to select, or you can just use your fingers instead. It's this menu is supports touchscreen. So if you want to perform a factory reset operation from here, select clear data, factory reset, then enter the yes word on the screen and select factory reset. If you want to go to safe mode, just select the safe mode option at the very bottom of the list and then wait until your device reboots into it. Once you are in a safe mode, you will see the indicator in the bottom left corner of the screen. Now try entering your password once again, and just in case you succeed, open Settings and scroll all the way down to Security and Privacy section. Open it, then tap on the Device Unlock, tap on the gear icon next to the Screen Lock option, select Disable Lock Screen Password, tap OK, and then enter your password once again. After that, restart your phone, pressing the power button and volume up keys at the same time. select restart. Let me do this once again. And once your phone is restarted into the normal mode, you'll be able to use your device freely once again. And that's it. I hope that this video helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show the productivity tricks on Honor X7D. Alright, so let's begin. We have plenty of features actually on this device. Let's open up the settings first. Let's scroll down a little until we get into accessibility features, and in here we can see all features available on this device. Actually, they're not only in here, because we also have the AI that I'm about to show you. In my opinion, also it's a pretty cool thing. So let's begin maybe with the multi-window function. Let's select that. Let's make sure that it's enabled, and now thanks to that we can open multiple apps at the same time. Also, as you scroll from the edge of the screen, something like that will appear. You can release, and in here we have a sidebar. In here we have some apps as you take a look. Also, if you click on the button down below, you can add more apps into your sidebar. If you click on the edit, you can delete some of them or add more, just like that. Then simply click on done, and it has been saved. Let me show you a few things. So the multi-window works in that way that basically we can open many windows at the same time. We have the floating windows, we have the split screen mode, we have this dock that I have just shown you, and let me show you how to use it. So let's try to open two apps at the same time. Let's open up our sidebar just like that, and for example, let's select the calculator, hold on it, place it for example on the top. Now again, open up the bar, and let's select the notes this time. Place it on the bottom, release your finger, and now you can take a look that both apps opened at the same time, and we can simply easily multitask on our device right now. We can create notes and count something at the same time. That is a really cool thing, and I highly recommend trying it on your own. Also, if you click on this small thin bar in the middle, you can swap those apps. Now the calculator is on the bottom, and also we can save this as an app pair. So let's say that we are using this mode pretty often. I mean notes and calculator in this configuration, and we don't want to each time open them using the sidebar. So we can save it as a app pair. Now it has been added on our home screen. You can take a look, notes and calculator, and now when I'll tap on it, both apps will open immediately. Really cool thing and useful feature. If you grab this bar, you can also adjust the size of the apps. So now notes are simply bigger than the calculator. Of course, it also works in the opposite direction. Also, now when you open up the app from the sidebar, for example, let's tap on the Chrome, and it will launch in the floating window. It is also really cool thing and good for multitasking. If you grab right in here, you can change the position of the window on your screen. If you click the button next to it, it will be minimalized. It's sticked into edge of our screen. Now to open it, simply tap on it, and the floating window launches. We can of course adjust the size, and we can do our other things on our phone, and we have quick access into our floating window. Also, really cool thing that saves some time. Now let me show you another cool thing, which is the AI writing. Also, it can help us to edit our text. In here I have my note, for example. Let's tap on that, and now as I'll select this text, not in here, but the AI notes, my bad. In here we can use features such as AI summary, AI minutes, AI format, and the AI correction. For example, let's click on AI summary. It's going to edit the text a little bit. It's going to edit it a little bit. So let's wait until it's done. Okay, if you want, you can click on Add to Original. And we have our AI summary right in here. Really cool thing. We have the AI format also. Let's click on, for example, summarize and format the text. Pretty cool thing. Of course, it takes a little bit time to know those features, but I highly recommend you to do it. So that's an example what we can do in the notes. Really cool thing. Now I'll open up the browser, because we also can adjust and select the text on pages, and we can see that we have the AI writing. For example, if you click on that, you can compose it, summarize it, rewrite it, adjust its length, and click the proofread function. We can click on compose, we can click on send, and it's going to be generated. A lot of features. I highly recommend trying them on your own. Okay, let's go back into the settings and accessibility features. I think that's all in the multi window that I wanted to show you. Also, there's a thing that allows us to, for example, grab the text and place it on the dock right in here. So let's get again into that Wikipedia page. I think it will work also. Let's select some part of the screen of the text, my bad. And now we can grab it as you take a look. And as you go to the right side, you can see that a new menu appeared. Now, when you release your finger and when you place it on one of the apps, this text is going to be automatically copied and pasted in that app. So for example, let's try with the favorite space. It has been saved right now. The favorite space is right in here. You might not see it right now, but we have this thin bar. If you slide to the right side, we can tap on it. I would like to turn it on. Okay, and in here, as you take a look, my text is placed right in here, and I have quick access to it. Really cool thing. Let's say that we are scrolling the internet. We have seen some, for example, cool information, that a text that we would like to copy, but we still have other things to do on that page. So we can simply copy the text, place it on our favorite space, and get back to it later to copy it. Really cool thing, and saves some time. It also works with the photos and the screenshot, for example. So let's create a screenshot, just like that. Now we can grab it using our finger, and also let's place it on our favorite space. Release, open up the menu, and you can see that, and the screenshot in here is also saved, and we have quick access to it. Really cool thing. I highly recommend trying it on your own. When it comes to the other things that can boost our productivity on our device, we have other AI features, and actually the AI assistant, which is called the Gemini. It allows us to do many things on our device. For example, certain things can be done automatically by only using the voice commands. To launch the Gemini, we need to hold the power button. We have two methods how we can communicate with it. We can use simply our keyboard and type manually, or we can use our voice. Pretty cool thing. And now, for example, I can tell you that we can remotely set an alarm, which is pretty cool thing. We can add events into calendar by only speaking to the Gemini. We can open up the pages. We can tell him, for example, to find us a route into the nearest Italian restaurant, and many more. You just need to try it on your own. I'll show you a few things that we can do. So let's try to set an alarm, just like I was talking before. I'll use voice commands. Set an alarm at 2 p.m. and name it do the groceries.
I have set an alarm for 2 p.m. label do the groceries.
Alright, AI says that it has been saved. So let's open up the clock app, then the alarms, and as you take a look, do the groceries, 2 p.m. It has been successfully set. It is really cool thing. Now let's try with the restaurant that I was talking before. If you want to use it, I also highly recommend turning on the location feature, so your phone will know on which place you currently are, and it will show you the path. So let's try it. Show me the route into the nearest Italian restaurant, please. Okay, you can see that the Google Maps are being launched. We need to allow for everything. It's finding the best route. Alright, and as you take a look, the Google Maps launched immediately, and it's showing us the path into the nearest Italian restaurant. Really cool thing. Also, when it comes to, for example, the Notes app itself, I highly recommend using it simply because thanks to that we can type our ideas, for example, and we won't forget to do something. So Notes are really useful app. To create a new note, simply click the plus button, or you can click the icon next to it, and you can use your voice to create a new note. Let me show you how this works. We need to allow for everything first. Okay, and now it's analyzing my text, as you can see. If you want to stop, simply hit the button right in here, and now the recording has been saved. You can also edit it. You can translate it if you want, and even transcribe it into some language. So let's say the English. We can save the audio right in here. Okay, and now it's analyzing. So when it comes to those voice commands, they're pretty cool as a quick reminders for me. So let's say that we don't want to forget about our shopping. So in here we can simply create a new recording and say something like buy eggs, buy meat, buy that, buy this, and it will be saved in our notes, and thanks to that we won't forget about it. And when we will go shopping, we will know what we will have to buy. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show the camera tricks on Honor X7D. Okay, so let's launch our camera, and I'll show you some cool things that we have in here. So when it comes to the simple photo mode, in here on the right side we can adjust some filters that we can apply into our photo. Thanks to that we will have some cool colors. In here we have that list, and you can simply pick the filter from here. Also, when it comes to the maximum zoom level, it's only 8x. It's not much, but it's always good that it's here. I highly recommend always turning on the HDR feature on the top. As we go to the left side, we have something called the night mode. This mode as you might think. It's the best for taking pictures when it's simply dark outside. They will be with the better quality. Highly recommended when it's simply dark outside. Useful thing. We also have the Google lens on the top left corner. Actually, it's the Honor lens. Click while using the app. And thanks to that, we can simply scan the QR codes quickly. Really useful thing. And down below, we can also launch the torch. Pretty cool thing. You can also create a shortcut for it. And now the scan shortcut has been successfully created. It's now on our home screen. When we will tap on it, this mode will launch almost immediately. Really useful thing. Okay, back into the camera. Now, we also have the Pro mode, which allows us to change things such as ISO, saturation, exposure, AF, and the white balance. Basically, this mode is for people who really like to adjust almost everything before taking a photo. I can show you how things are going to change when we will adjust some of those things. For example, the saturation, also the exposure. Right in here, the AF, we have 2 modes, and we can also adjust the MF. And we also have the white balance, in which we can change some colors. You can see the differences on the screen. If you don't know how each mode works, don't worry. You can simply click the information button right in here and you can read how each function works. So for example, the focus works in that way that, or maybe the shutter, set exposure time, keep the device steady during exposure to avoid blurring the photo, and many more. Alright, under more features, we have things such as dual view, slow motion, panorama, time-lapse, stickers, high resolution scan, document, and the story. Dual view, for example, works in that way that it allows us to record a video from both cameras at the same time. Now when I'll click the shutter button, I will record the video from the front camera and also the main camera. Pretty cool thing for vlogging, for example. Really useful thing. Also we have, for example, the slow motion. When you select that mode, on the right side you can select the resolution and the FPS. Unfortunately, this mode only supports 720p as a resolution and 120 FPS. For the FPS, simply we cannot go higher or lower than that. Unfortunately, we cannot change it. Also, in the settings, when we are in the photo, we can change the aspect ratio. We have 4:3, 1:1, 16:9, and full. When it comes to smart capture, I like this feature really. We have capture smiles, automatically take photos when people smile. Really useful thing, cool trick, we can enable it. We also have the AI photography. In rear camera, intelligently recognize the shooting scene and recommend the best shooting method for you. Also worth enabling. We also have the remember settings. Thanks to that, for example, when we enable the camera mode, the system will keep the mode you used last time instead of automatically resetting the switch to photo. Pretty useful thing. Same thing with the HDR and the filters. If you want, we can enable it. Useful thing. As we scroll down, we have the timer. Currently it's set on off, but we can select 2 seconds, 5 seconds, or 10 seconds. For example, when I'll select it on 5, it's going to take 5 seconds before the photo will be taken. Let me show you how it works. Okay, so now when I'll tap the shutter button, you can see that we have the timer. And we have time to simply position our camera in the proper way before we will take the photo. This timer is a pretty cool thing, for example, when you are taking a group photo and you want all of the people to be on that photo simply. Let's say that I am a photographer in my group of friends, but I really would like to be on that photo. So we can simply place our phone, set the timer, for example, into 10 seconds, click the button, then go into your get inside of the frame, and then the photo will be taken. A pretty cool thing. Also under more we have other things such as scan document. I really like this feature. Click on allow all, and now when I'll take a photo, now we should place the document in front of the screen. Unfortunately, I don't have any piece of paper, so I'll use this piece of rubber that I have. You can see that orange frame appeared. And now when I'll take the photo and I'll open it up, you can see that all in the place has been fulfilled. Actually, it's really dark, so maybe I'll take something else. Okay, in here I have remaining thing after my SIM card, this piece of plastic, so let's use the scan document feature. Okay, I'll take the photo, and now as I'll open it up in the gallery, you can see that it has been perfectly cut and it's fulfilled on our whole screen. Really useful thing when we are taking a picture of document. We can here also rotate it, add some effect, add the text. To export it, simply click on export, and we can export it as a PDF, TXT, export it to notes or into favorite space. Let's do it to the notes. Now it will launch, and you can see that it has been perfectly pasted. Really useful thing. Okay. Also, I highly recommend using the high resolution feature. Thanks to that, we will have the best quality of our photos, but you need to be aware that in this mode we are not allowed to zoom. So we can only use 1x. Also, let's open up the settings, and also highly recommend to enable the grid line. For now, I'll turn off the level. Thanks to the grid lines, we can position our camera in the best way before taking a picture. For example, I have this plant next to me. I'll place it, and let's say I want to take a picture of it, and I want this plant to be exactly in the middle. Now, thanks to the grid lines, as you take a look, I can position my camera in the proper way, so now I will know that when I'll take a photo right now, that the flower is exactly in the middle. Really useful thing. It can help to position our camera in the proper way before taking a picture. The center, the level, works in that way that it tells us are we holding our device on a proper level, and that we are not shaking it. So, for example, now when you see that it became orange, it's like suggestion to us that that's the moment where we should take the photo, because we are holding our phone steady, and that's the moment when we should take our picture. Also really helpful. As you open up the settings, on the bottom we have the mirror reflection, front camera only. To see the difference, you can simply take a selfie with this mode on, and then take another when this feature is disabled, and then see the difference. Some people like that, mirror effect, some people don't. You just need to simply take 2 selfies and make a decision. What do you like? Which mode? And the last thing is the floating shutter, really useful for taking pictures and to grab our phone in a comfort way. Now, you can see that the floating a new shutter appeared. Now we can place it anywhere that we want on the screen. So let's say that we are holding our phone in that way because it's really comfort to us, and we don't need to, click right in here. We can, for example, place it in here, and when I'll tap on it, the photo is also taken. Pretty useful thing. Thanks to it, we can take photos more comfortably. Instead of clicking here, we can place our shutter anywhere that we want, for example in the middle, boom, and the photo also gets taken. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if your face recognition scanner on Honor X7D isn't recognizing your face properly. In such case, let's set up a new face model for your device. So let's first unlock it, then go to Settings, then scroll all the way down to Security and Privacy section and open it. Scroll down to Device Unlock section, then select Biometrics and Password, select Face Recognition and enter your password. Remove the previously enrolled facial data by clicking right here, then confirm with Delete. Now, before we proceed, grab either a microfiber cloth, or if you don't have it, just grab a dry towel, can be a paper towel, and just carefully wipe your frontal camera just enough to clearly see your face in the camera. And for the same reason, also make sure that the lights in your room are adjusted properly. Once you're ready, let's set up a new face model for your device. Tap on face recognition once again, enter your pattern, tap get started, and then center your face in the camera in the circle, looking directly in the camera. Once the setup is complete, let's go back to Settings, select System and Updates, and make sure that your device is up to date by going to Software Update and checking for any updates available. Once you make sure that your device is up to date, press the power button and the volume up key at the same time and restart your phone so that we can be sure that all the changes applied. Once the phone is restarted, enter your password and give your device a couple of seconds at least to properly start up. And now let's check how the new face model works. So let's try to unlock our device using Face Unlock. Okay, it worked for the first time. Let's give it a couple more tries. Second time went well. Okay, and so now we can see that everything works smoothly. And I hope that it does for you too. And if this video helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome, in this video I will tell you about the side button on your Honor X7D and what you can do with it. Of course, by default, single pressing the side button will lock your screen and also will unlock it if you single press it again. If you long press the side button, it will open the Gemini AI helper, and if you double click your side button, it will perform a dedicated gesture. Now the gesture is customizable, and to change it you have to go to Settings, scroll down to Accessibility Features, and then go to Shortcuts and Gestures. Now the screen recording. And here select double press power button, and here you have different tools you can activate with it. So the first tool is activating the torch. So if you double press the power button, it will activate the torch by default, but you can also set it to launch the recorder. Let me first turn off the flashlight. So you can also launch the recorder with it, and as you can see, it works also works well. Timer, calculator, or screen recording, or you can set it to none if you don't want it to do anything when you double press it. Now, the last feature of your side button is of course the fingerprint sensor that you can find on it. If you go into the security and privacy menu in settings, you'll be able to set up your side button as the fingerprint sensor by going to device unlock, biometrics and password, and then go to fingerprint ID and add a new fingerprint by tapping right here, and then proceed by adding a fingerprint to your device. You can check the full tutorial of how to do this on our YouTube channel, and let me show you how it works. So basically you just press the power button with your finger, and it unlocks your device instantly. And these are all the features of your side button. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and if it was, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will guide you through the troubleshooting steps that will help you fix the issue of your camera app freezing or crashing on your Honor X7D. So the easy fix would be entering the settings, then going to the apps menu right here. Here select manage apps and find camera on this list. Then try to force stop this application, and after that go to storage and see if there is any cache stored in the camera. If there is, then tap clear cache and after that try opening the camera once again. If this doesn't help, then check if there are any software updates for your device. To do that, go back to settings menu and scroll down to system and updates section, then go to software updates and check if you have any updates for your device. Also check if you have an internet connection before you do that, so that your phone is connected to the internet and receives the information from there. Now, if there is an update, then surely download and install it, and this very commonly solves the issue. But either way, restart your phone by pressing the power button and volume up key together and selecting restart. Confirm and then wait until your phone is restarted. Once your device is restarted, wait for a while until it fully starts up, and then try reopening your camera application and see if it works for you now. And if the problem persists even after following these steps, then consider uninstalling recent applications that might interfere with the camera, or contact our customer support service and tell them about this issue. Generally, following this checklist should resolve common camera app stability issues on your phone. And I hope that this video helped you. Thank you for watching it, and if you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if you cannot access your Honor X7D using your lock screen pattern. So if you don't have any other methods, any alternative methods of accessing your phone set up on your device, like face recognition or fingerprint ID, then first and foremost, you should try your best to remember the screen lock that worked for you the last time. And if you are struggling with it and you think there is no way you can do that, then the best solution would be to contact our customer support service, tell them about your issue, and if you can prove the ownership of your device to them by, for example, showing them a receipt from the store where you bought this phone, they will most probably be able to help you out with your problem and will let you regain access to your phone without removing any personal data from your device. If this option seems unavailable for you, that's not a problem. Still, you can perform a factory reset operation which will ensure your access to your device, but it will also erase all data from your smartphone. There are two ways that you can perform this operation, either by performing it remotely or locally. To perform it remotely, you have to use the Find Hub service if you have a Google account set up on your device. In such case, using any other device that you have, open your web browser on it and search for the Find Hub website. It's an official Google website. Open it, then sign into your Google account on it. Go to Devices section, find your Honor on the list, and then select Factory Reset Device. Once the factory reset is performed, you'll be able to set up your device as a new one. The alternative way to do this is locally, and in order to perform factory reset operation locally, you're going to have to access the Magic OS menu and perform factory reset operation from there. Now, if you don't know how to do this, you can either continue watching this video and I will briefly explain it, or if you want to know how to do this step by step, we have an entire video on our channel explaining exactly how to do that. So you're highly welcome to watch this video. I suppose it's titled How to Factory Reset Honor X7D through recovery mode. So if you need it, go ahead and check it out. Now I just wanted to show you the other case and the solution for this case, in case you do remember your lock screen pattern and your phone just won't let you in. That might be because of some third-party application that is causing trouble to your lock screen, and sometimes that happens, and in such case you just have to reboot your device into safe mode and try to access your device from the safe mode. Now, in order to access the safe mode, you have to press and hold power button and the volume down key together until your device's screen goes off. And right after it goes off, switch the volume down to the volume up button and then just wait until your device's screen goes off again. Excuse me for that. Okay, now you can release both buttons, and I wish you could have seen it better, but here you can navigate using your volume up and down keys and confirm pressing the power button, or you can just use your finger instead. Now, if you wanted to perform a factory reset operation, you have to go to the clear data, then select factory reset and then confirm it on the following screen. Now, in order to enter the safe mode, you just have to select the safe mode and enter it, and then just wait until your device boots up into safe mode. Once you are in a safe mode, you'll see the indicator in the bottom left corner of your screen. Now just try to unlock your device normally, and just in case you succeed, go to your settings menu, scroll all the way down to security and privacy section and open it. Go to device unlock, go to screen lock, and then enter your pattern once again, and then either select and then okay, let me try this once again. I think okay, so select unlock method, and now okay, let's go back because I don't see it here. Okay, tap the gear icon next to the lock screen and select Disable Lock Screen Password, then tap OK and provide your pattern once again. And right now you can restart your phone into the normal mode and feel safe about using your phone again. So just hold your finger, hold volume up and power button at the same time, select restart, and just wait until your device normally reboots. I hope that this video helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video I will show you what to do if you cannot access your device using your lock screen PIN code. First of all, make sure that you are entering your security PIN code that you set up yourself and not the SIM card PIN code, simply because these two are often mistaken for each other, so just make sure that you're entering the right PIN code. If you're sure that you cannot remember the PIN code you entered the last time when you accessed your device, then the best solution in such case would be to contact Honor customer support service, tell them about your issue, and if you can prove the ownership of your smartphone to them, they will most likely be able to help you out with this problem and will let you regain access to your device without removing any personal data from it. If this option is unavailable for you, however, you can perform a factory reset operation on your phone in two different ways. The first one is using any other device that you have access to enter the Find Hub service on your phone, then logging into your Google account that is linked to this smartphone, selecting it from the devices list and performing factory reset by selecting factory reset device. And the other way to perform a factory reset operation is locally. In order to perform a factory reset operation locally, you're gonna have to enter the recovery mode on your smartphone, and if you want to know exactly how to do that, you can check the separate video on our channel. I suppose it's titled How to Perform Factory Reset Operation through Recovery Mode on Honor X7D, and there will explain everything step by step for you, so you're highly welcome to go ahead and check it out. Otherwise, you can stay with me and I'm gonna briefly mention how you can do this. Right now I want to show you the last the solution for the last scenario. If you do remember the PIN code for your smartphone, you just cannot enter it because your phone simply won't accept it on your lock screen. In such case, you can enter the safe mode in order to try to access your device from there, because there might be some third-party application that is affecting the way that your lock screen behaves, and in such case you just have to go into mode where third-party applications are disabled in the background. So in order to enter the safe mode, you're gonna have to hold down the volume down button and the power button at the same time until your device's screen goes off, and right after it goes off, you have to switch the volume down button to volume up button, keeping holding the power key. Then once your screen goes off, release both of those keys. Keep holding them. Okay, and right now you can release those buttons. And now, if you wanted to perform a factory reset operation locally, you have to navigate in this menu using either volume keys and the power button to select, or you can use your finger instead. So if you want to perform factory reset operation, select clear data, then go to factory reset, and then select enter the word yes, and select factory reset. Otherwise, if you want to enter the safe mode and try the last method, select the safe mode on the list and then wait until your device boots into it. Once you have entered safe mode, try enter in your PIN code once again. And just in case it works for you this time, open Settings on your smartphone, scroll all the way down to Security and Privacy section, go to Device Unlock, then tap the gear icon next to the screen lock, select Disable Lock Screen Password, tap OK, and then enter your password once again to confirm. After that, restart your phone by pressing the volume up key and the power button at the same time, and then select Restart and confirm. Once your device is restarted, you can feel free to start using your phone normally again. I hope that this video helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show the speed up tricks on Honor X7D. Alright, we can begin with developer options and a few things that we can adjust right in there. To do it, open up the settings, scroll all the way down, click on About Phone, and in here we have our build number. We need to tap on it a few times, just like that. If you have your screen lock set, you also have to type it, and now we can see on the bottom that we are now a developer. Now go back, go into System and Updates, and now open up the developer options. In here we need to find 4 specific options that we can adjust, so scroll down a little. Here are the first 3: Animator Duration Scale, Transition Animation Scale, and the Window Animation Scale. You can see that all of them are set on 1x, but to boost the speed and the performance of our device, we can completely turn them off or put them on 0.5. Personally, in my opinion, 0.5 is like a perfect balance between 1x and off, so I always like to pick that value. Also, you need to remember that you cannot go higher than 1x because it will only slow your device. So in my case, I'll put everything into 0.5. Now we can scroll down a little until we find apps and background process limit. Currently it's set on the standard, but we can select at most 3 or at most 4 processes. It's up to you. In my case, I'll select at most 3 currently. Okay. That's all in the developer options, so we can go back from here. And now let's go straight into the apps. And in here, simply, if you have the apps that you are not using, you can click on Manage Apps and simply uninstall them, because they're only taking your storage space, and that might be the problem. Why is your device running slowly? But also remember that some of those apps are the system apps, and you shouldn't be uninstalling them or, for example, force stopping them right in here. Don't do it. Avoid that, because something bad might happen. Also, in some apps, for example in the Chrome, which is my default browser, we can go into the storage, and down below we have the cache. That basically are some junk files that are only stacked, and we can simply click on Clear Cache. Don't worry, it doesn't delete any of your data, so we can simply click on that. Okay, and if you want to uninstall the app, simply let's say that I'm not using that TikTok, you can click on that and you can uninstall it right in here. Of course, that is also a fastest way. We can uninstall the apps from the level of our home screen. Simply find your app, then hold, and you can click on uninstall. That's the easiest way. And now we can go into System Manager. And here, in my case, everything is on the level of 100%, but sometimes you will have a possibility to click the Optimize button. I highly recommend doing that, and from here we can also click on the Cleanup. Okay, we have some junk files that we can clean, so let's do it. Boom, really easy thing, and we have gained some free storage space. It is really worth doing. Right in here. Of course, if you want, you can also download some third-party cleaning apps from the Play Store, but remember that before downloading anything, it's always good to see reviews about the app. But I think that this System Manager works just fine, in my personal opinion. I'm wondering, do we have... yeah, we have. In the battery, as you open it up from the level of System Manager, we have the performance mode. We can enable it if you want to have the best performance on our device, but you need to be aware that this mode consumes more battery, and also the temperature of our device will be increased. And you know, we shouldn't be using this mode all the time because you know, overheating your battery and keeping the high temperature of your device is not the best thing, and we should avoid that. But from time to time we can enable that mode. Alright, also during day-to-day use, sometimes there's a situation that as we open up the recent apps, in here we have sometimes a lot of apps open in the background. We shouldn't be doing that because those apps are only taking our RAM away and our device might be working slower. So what I highly recommend to do is from time to time to open the recent apps and manually close the apps that you are not using. Thanks to that, our RAM will be freed up a little. Alright, and the last thing what I recommend to do is to simply perform a reboot from time to time. For example, once a week it's completely enough. A reboot is even good for our device health because during the process all of the processes that are running in the background are being closed and our phone rests, we can say in that way, and the RAM also gets freed up. To perform our reboot, all we need to do is to launch the power menu first. We do it by clicking the power button and volume up button, just like that. Now the power menu launched. Now simply tap on the restart, tap once again. Now our device will be turned off, and after a few seconds it will be automatically turned on again, and it will be ready to use. I highly recommend doing that from time to time. Thanks to that, our device will be working a little bit better if the reboot is performed regularly. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the best settings for gaming on Honor X7D. Alright, first let's make sure that we have set highest refresh rate possible. To do it, open up your settings, then go into display and brightness, scroll down a little, and in here select the screen refresh rate into dynamic or high. When it comes to the gaming, I always like to keep it on high all the time, but only when I'm gaming. When I'll finish it, I'll always go back into dynamic. Now, thanks to that we have set it on the high, we will have up to 120 Hz refresh rate for smooth visuals, but remember that this mode consumes more battery. Alright, also, before we start gaming, it is always good to simply close the apps that are running in the background, because they're only taking your RAM away, and that also might be a problem why your gameplay isn't in the best smoothness level. And now we can of course launch our game. We also have the game center built in on our device. We can click on next, we can click on agree, we can wait until it loads. In here all of our games are stored, and we can also download the things in here, suggested games. And now I have downloaded the Asphalt game. I have picked it because it's one of the games in which we can change the graphic settings, but you need to be aware that not each game allows you to do it. The Asphalt allows us to. Other games which also allows us to is, for example, the PUBG, Call of Duty Mobile, and that kind of games. And now I'll show you which options select to have the best gameplay possible. In the Asphalt game, you need to be aware that in certain games it is going to look a little bit different, but I'm sure that you will handle it. It looks pretty similar. Now let's open up the settings and let's open up the graphics. Okay, and in here let's make sure that the frame rate is set on the max, on 60. Thanks to that we will have the smoothest animation. You need to remember that even that we have set the screen refresh rate in the settings of our device into 120, it might not work in each game. Certain games are, for example, locked only on 60 or 90 FPS, and it's impossible to go higher than that. For example, the Asphalt is locked only on 60 and we cannot go higher than that, but let's always select the highest refresh rate possible in the game settings. When it comes to the advanced ones, if you want to have the stable FPS and the max performance, you should keep everything on the lowest values. In the opposite, if you want to have the best graphics possible, you should simply max out those settings. Of course, you can also create a custom preset and, for example, shuffle those options a little bit to create your perfect preset. But remember that always keep your frame rate on the highest value. Also, our device has a built-in game center that we can open. To do it, slide to the right side, just like that. Now we have the game manager. Let's click on Get Started. Let's do it once again, and in here, let's make sure that we select the game mode. Thanks to that, the battery might drain a little bit faster than usual, but thanks to that, we'll have a better performance of our device. Also, the temperature might increase a little bit. In here, we also can perform a memory cleanup. Really useful thing. Already in a tip-top shape, really good thing. Also, I like the mistouch prevention. Thanks to that, we won't exit the game, for example, by a misclick. If you're using, for example, the gestures as your navigation method, you won't exit the game by accident if this feature is enabled. Same thing with the rotation lock, pretty useful thing. Our screen won't rotate and we won't get distracted by it. Useful thing. And also I like the Do Not Disturb mode. Now simply notifications of other apps will be silenced and they won't pop out on our screen, and we also won't get distracted. Really useful thing, and I highly recommend checking it out and simply enabling it. And the last thing that we can also do before the gaming is opening up the settings, going down into battery, and we can enable the performance mode. Optimize settings to deliver maximum performance, power consumption and device temperature will increase. I highly recommend turning it on during the gameplay, but after that simply turn it off because it's going to consume more battery if this mode is still on. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in front of me I have Honor X7D, and in this video I'm going to show the security tricks on this device. Alright, let's begin with setting up the screen lock, because you know that's like the key level of our security. So to do it we need to open up the settings. Now in here scroll down a little until you find biometrics and password. We can begin with that. And now let's click on lock screen password first. And in here we can set a 6-digit pin, or we can select other method. Simply click on the button, and we can also set 4-digit pin, custom pin, pattern or password. Everything is up to you. You can pick the method that you want. In my case, I like the pattern, so I'll select that one. As you take a look, we have those 9 dots on the screen, and to create a pattern we need to connect at least 4 of them. So, in my case, I'll create a password. If you want to try again, you can always click on redraw and then draw a new pattern. Now, if you want to confirm your pattern, you need to simply draw it once again and click on that. Alright, now our screen lock has been set, and now the phone wants us to also add a fingerprint. I highly recommend doing that because it's an extra security feature. Click on add, and now the sensor is located on our power button right in here. Now we need to swipe left and right to save it. So we just need to move our finger on our power button and wait until this sensor in the middle is fulfilled. Alright, enrollment successful. You can also rename your fingerprint if you want to save it. Click on OK. And now the phone also wants us to add a face recognition. It's also a pretty cool thing, but you need to be aware that, in my personal opinion, it's a little bit less safe than the fingerprint, for example, because there is always a small chance that someone will want to unlock your device using, for example, a photo of yours. There is a small chance that the phone will recognize it as your true face and it gets unlocked. So if you want to set it, don't worry, you can do it. Just click on Setup, then the camera will appear, and all you need to do is to simply place your face inside of the frame, and your face will be saved. Alright, now we can also in here select Use Finger ID to unlock device. Let's keep it that way. We can also enable the Save and App Lock. I'll show you that features later. We can enable that. Actually, I'll click it again, so I'll show you also the Save and the App Lock. Now let's show you how our screen lock works. Let's begin with the pattern first. So, as I slide to the upside, those 9 dots appear. Now simply draw your pattern, boom, the phone gets unlocked. Really easy thing, works just fine. Now let's try with the fingerprint. Let's turn off the device and let's hold on our sensor, and as you take a look, it also has been unlocked. Works really nice. Alright, now let's open up the settings. Let's go straight from biometrics and password into security and privacy. And now let's scroll down a little and let's begin with the app security. Now click on Google Play Protect. In here basically you can perform a scan to see do you have some potential threats in your apps that you have installed on your device. And now we just need to simply wait a little bit. Alright, in my case no harmful apps found. Last scan was 22 minutes ago. We can also manually click on scan to see is everything fine. Alright, no harmful apps found. It's always good to check from time to time, is everything okay. Alright, we can go back. Now, let's go straight into the device unlock. I have shown you everything except the theft protection. It is also really a useful thing. In here we have the theft detection lock and the offline device lock. Theft detection lock works in that way that when you turn it on, you can also read about it right in here. Someone abruptly takes your device, then speeds away, your screen locks. If your device isn't stolen, just unlock as usual, like with your PIN or password. You can also, it works in that way that, thieves often, take our phone and then they run away. And that's the moment when our device will be locked. Pretty cool thing. Same thing with the offline device lock. You can read about it, of course, right in here. Thieves often turn off internet service immediately so that no one can track the device that they have stolen. So it's also really worth enabling, in my opinion. Below we have also the remote lock, also really useful thing. When this feature is enabled, remember that you need to have your SIM card inserted or eSIM activated if you want to use it. When remote lock is on, you can lock your screen remotely if your device is lost or stolen. How it works: on any device, go to android.com/lock, enter your device phone number to lock its screen. No sign-in or Google account needed. Really useful feature. Alright. Similar thing with find and erase your device. Let's make sure that it's enabled. Also, we need to turn on the location if you want to use it. Select that you want to use. Alright, now we can go back. And we have two ways to use the Find app. We can use the app, we can get it on the Google Play app, or we can use the web. Basically, it works in that way that also, if our device gets stolen or lost, we can track it and find out where it is. When you open up the web, for example, in here we have a really important thing. We need to sign in into the same Google account on which we are logged in on our stolen device. If you don't know into which Google account you are logged in, let me show you where to find it, because it might be useful if you want to use that feature. Go into the settings, scroll down, click on the Google, and in here you can see into which Google account you are currently logged into. And if you would like to use the Find app and find your device, you'll need to log in into the same Google account. And in the Find app itself, you can remotely lock your device, lock the screen, or even perform a factory reset. Also really useful. Okay, so let's get back into security and privacy, device unlock, theft protection, and what I always like to do also is to create a backup of the data. We have a few ways how to do it. Let me show you one of them. Let's go back. I like the Google backup. To do it, go into Settings, we can skip a little. Let's click on the search bar. Let's type backup. Click on backup and restore. And we have the Google backup right in here. We have our Google account. You need to remember it because if you would like to restore the backup, you will need to be logged into the same Google account on which you made it. Really useful and really important. Make sure that backup to Google is on. And now we can go back. Now click on Google account. Make sure that you also have some free storage space in your Google One. Then click on photos and videos. Enable it right in here. Go into other device data and also enable it. And you just need to make sure that you have some free storage space. In my case, I would have to clean something up to do it. So I won't click it, but now all you need to do is to simply click on backup now. Then in here, in the place of this cloud, a small circle will appear and it's going to slowly fulfill. Now, when it disappears, it means that your backup has been successfully made. You should also see an information, I think, below other device data, how long ago your backup was made. Really useful thing, having a backup. Alright, let's get back into security and privacy. Now let's scroll down and now the account security. Let's click on Google Security Checkup to see is everything fine with our Google account. Alright, in my case everything is fine. It's always good to see is everything okay. If something will be wrong, simply follow the instruction on the screen to solve the problem. It is really easy and I'm sure that you can handle it. Now let's go into password checkup. In here we can see do we have some compromised passwords, are our passwords unique, and our passwords are strong. In my case everything is fine except that I have one weak password, and as you take a look, this app told us that we should do something about it. In my case the password is in the Facebook. It's like a suggestion to us that we should change it to simply protect our data. I think that I don't need to tell you that you should, keep your password strong and unique. You shouldn't be using passwords such as like ABCD 1 2 3 4 5 QWERTY or similar things that I have just said, because it's really easy to break that password. So you can check it right in here. Useful thing. I have shown the device finders. Now let's click on system and updates and let's click on security update first. It's always good to have the latest version of your software. In my case, I'm using the latest version, so I don't need to download anything. If you have a possibility to download and update, simply do it. You can also manually click on check for updates if you want. Just like that. Alright, now let's go into Google Play System Update. And in my case, as you take a look, I can download and install the latest update. I won't do it right now because I want to show you other things, but if you have that possibility, you should do this ASAP. Alright, actually, in here you can also create a backup if you want. Instead of going to the settings and then typing backup manually, you can find it right in here if you want. Alright, now let's go down and let's click on other settings, device and data protection, and in here we have that safe and the app lock that I was showing you before. So let's begin with safe. A really useful thing. In the safe we can keep our things more private, and the only way to get access into the safe is by typing the password or by using the fingerprint. We can click on enable to create our safe. Now select the phone, and now we need to create a password. Password should be between 6 to 16 characters long, consist of English letters and numbers, and contain at least one English letter. So you should keep your password strong. For now, I'll type really easy password just to show you how to create it. Then click on next. In here we have the security question. In here we have a list of suggested questions. If you want, you can always set a custom one. Then type the answer. And then click on done to save it. We can also link our fingerprint. Useful thing. You can see that the fingerprint has been linked. And in here you can add the images audio files, videos, and other files into your safe to keep them more private. You can always click on add, and in here from your gallery and your storage, you can add anything that you want. Useful thing. We also have the settings right in here. If you want, you can change the password, change the security question. You can also switch the safe and create a new one. We have the safe location. And if you want, you can destroy the safe down below. And now to get access into it, because I don't think that it had appeared right in here anywhere. You just need to give me a second, because I just need to now find where is our safe. But I think that the only way to get access to it is maybe through the system manager. But I think that actually each time we need to go through the settings and all the way right in here to find our safe. I think that's the only way. Another thing is the app lock, also a useful thing. Thanks to that we can lock our apps with the password. We can use the lock screen password or set a custom pin. Currently I'll use the one that I have on my lock screen. We can also again link our fingerprint, and in here we have a list of apps that we can enable to use our password. So let's say I'll select the YouTube, and now it's locked with the password. So if someone will want to watch some YouTube on our device without our permission, he launches the app, and boom, the only way to open it is by typing the password or by placing your fingerprint, and only then the YouTube will work. Really, really useful thing. I highly recommend trying it on your own. When it comes to password and passkey, in here we have the password vault. Okay. Password vault saves and autofills your usernames and password which are saved on your device by default. Turning on data sync can ensure the usernames and passwords on this device are up to date. Honor cannot access your passwords. If you want, you can keep it enabled. Everything is up to you. Alright, we also have the hidden apps. We can click on try now. Now we need to set up password for hidden apps. Before enabling hidden apps, set a 6-digit password to enhance the privacy and security of apps. Of course, you can also use your screen lock passcode as a password. It's up to you. We can also associate our fingerprint. And now to add a new apps right in here, simply click on add, and now select the apps that you want to hid. So let's try to, for example, hid the Facebook. Now it's hidden, it's only in here. If you want, you can add the hidden apps to the home screen. Tap a home screen icon and verify your password to access hidden apps. It's up to you. If you go into the settings, you can enable the fingerprint ID, also the face recognition, add those hidden apps to home screen, and change the password type. I think that in here you can also see that the Facebook disappeared. I think that enabling that hidden apps on the home screen is a useful thing, so I will turn it on, because it's a little bit annoying to each time, go right in here, then in here, and then accessing the hidden apps. Let's open it up. Let's click on the settings, and let's click add hidden apps. Okay, let's click on OK, and now we have simply a shortcut that appeared right in here. If someone wants to open it up, he'll have to type the password or use the fingerprint of ours. Alright, that's all when it comes to the things in the settings. Now let's open up the system manager, and in here let's perform a virus scan. Alright, our device is secure. It's always good to see from time to time, is everything okay in search of potential threats. If you want, of course, from the Play Store, you can download some third-party antiviruses apps if you are interested. But remember that before downloading anything, it's always good to see the reviews about each antivirus. But I think that this one that it's defaultly installed is pretty okay. But if you want, you can download more. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the best AI features on Honor X7D. Alright, so let's open up our settings. Once we are here, we need to scroll down a little until you find the Honor AI. And in here we can see all features that we have on our device. Let's begin with the AI suggestions. We can simply enable the app suggestions for the apps. In here we have a whole list. And now thanks to that, we will have personalized suggestions on our home screen. We simply have the AI suggestions folder, and in here we can quickly get access into the apps that AI suggests us. That's not the best thing, so I'll show you some other things. We can begin with the Magic Portal. In here we can see how it works and make sure it's enabled. First we have the knuckle circle. With your knuckle, tap and draw a circle to open Magic Portal and instantly access services. Next thing is touch and hold text to open Magic Portal. Touch and hold the text, images or other elements to open the Magic Portal. We can also do it with the image. We can also do it with a screenshot thumbnail. And we can also do it by clicking the screenshot edit page. In here, let's make sure that the Magic Portal and the knuckle circle are enabled. Now I'll try to show you how it works. So simply draw something using your knuckle, just like that. And now you can see that on the right side, our Magic Portal appeared. In here we have our favorite spaces. We can save this screenshot into the gallery, open up this selected part of the screen in the notes, in the messages, in the Gmail. We can set it as wallpaper quickly, or we can search an image. For example, let's click on notes. Okay, and you can see that now in our notes, the app also launched in the floating window mode. This part of the screen has been automatically copied into our new note. Pretty cool thing. That was with the knuckle. Now let's try with something else. Maybe let's try to touch and hold the text. I'll show you this as a second thing. To do it, I'll open up the browser with some text. I have launched the Wikipedia, and now let's select some part of the text, just like that. Now let's grab it on the edge. You can see that I have just picked and grabbed this text, and as I slide to the right side, the Magic Portal also appeared. So now let's try with this text again, maybe with messages, with notes, I'm sorry, and you can see that this selected part of the text has been automatically copied and pasted into a new note. Really cool thing. I highly recommend trying this Magic Portal on your own. Of course, you can also try with the images. I think that I can also show you that. So again, I will launch the Wikipedia, and here I think we had this photo. So let's try to grab it. I don't know, will it work? Maybe it won't because it's in the on the Wikipedia, and that's why it might don't want to work. So maybe let's try it in a different way. I need to find some page with images. Maybe that way? Huh, weird thing. I think that it will only work with other photos. If they are on the pages like Wikipedia, you can see that it doesn't want to get grabbed. But for example, in messages, it will work just fine. Alright, the next thing is the AI subtitles. We can click on next, we can click on agree, and now let's click on AI subtitles right in here. We can click on try now, click on while using the app, and now I think that it will automatically transcribe and add subtitles to videos. We can also add a shortcut on our home screen. And below we have some settings that we can change. So now I will try to play some video, and let's try how this will work. I'll select some video on the YouTube.
I'll show you how to easily find and check the IMEI number on any Google Pixel device.
So we can see that the AI is doing its job. It's automatically generating the text based on the video that it's currently playing. If you click on this bar, you can, of course, in here get into the settings. You can also close it and change its position on the screen. Same thing with its size. Really useful and cool thing. You can also save the transcribed content. In my case, I don't want it, so I will turn it off. Alright, and next thing is the AI Translate. Really useful thing. Experience communication in multiple languages through real-time translation. And now we can select the voice, male or female, and we can select the font size. And now let's open up this app. It should be under Tools, and in here we have the AI Translate. Click on Allow, and now select the first language and the second language. And let's leave it on English and the French. And now I'll tap the button and I'll start the conversation. Hello, how are you doing? And now basically we should answer in
Et maintenant, nous devrions essentiellement répondre.
You can see how this mode works. It's simply translating from English into the French. Pretty useful thing. We also have the interpreter, and in here we can also use this feature. Pretty cool thing also. So for example, if you're abroad, you can use this feature to communicate with foreigners that don't know English, for example. Let's say that you are in Paris, you are speaking with a person who doesn't know the English. You can always use this feature to communicate with this person. Really cool thing. Alright, back into the Honor AI. We have also the AI writing, the best for creating notes and editing them. I'll show that in the notes. I think it will work right in here. Let's create a new note. And as you take a look down below, we have the AI notes. If you click on that, you can add the AI summary, use the AI minutes, use the AI correction, and use the AI format. But I think that first I need to generate some text to use that feature. Let me only quickly open up the settings once again. Yeah, first we need to type some text to do it. Or maybe I can even... Okay, it doesn't want to work. So let's try to read something, to type something. Maybe something like that. Then start with the AI notes. We can use the AI correction, for example. And it has added the question mark. We can click on replace text. All right. And now I wanted to do some other things. Okay, we can summarize it also. It works better if there's a lot of text simply on the screen. I don't know how to get this this feature on, but I think it's working only when there's some text. Same thing with the generating. I highly recommend trying those features on your own. We also have the AI button, quick access to shortcut and AI experience. Let's make sure that AI button and press AI button to start when the screen is off are enabled. This button is right in here on the left side. And in here we have our mobile assistant, and in here we have shortcuts into some apps, so we can quickly enable the do not disturb mode, take a screenshot, turn the torch on. If you click on the settings, of course you can add more things, but first you'll have to delete something. Now you can add some features, and not all of them are supported, so you just need to simply pick something from that list. Okay, we also have the Gemini, which is also an AI assistant. To launch it, simply hold the power button. Now we need to select that we want to use it. Okay, and when it comes to the Gemini, we can ask him basically about anything that we want, and we will get our answer. It's almost like a ChatGPT, but he can also do the things on our phone. For example, we can set an alarm remotely by only using the voice command, and we can ask him about the weather, how to get, for example, into the airport. The Gemini will give us the answer. We have two ways to communicate with it. We can use the keyboard, or we can also use the voice commands, just like I was saying. So I'll show you first the voice commands. And for example, let's try to set an alarm remotely. Set an alarm at 3 p.m. and name it Do the Laundry.
Set an alarm for 3 p.m. with the label Do the Laundry.
Alright, AI says that it has set an alarm, but just to make sure, let's open up the settings, the alarm, and you can see that it actually has been successfully set. Pretty useful thing. You can save some time thanks to that. Now let's try to do something else. Let's ask him about directions, maybe. We are planning to go, for example, from Warsaw to the sea, Polish Sea, and we want to ask him about the fastest route. So let's ask that question. What's the fastest route from Warsaw to the sea? Okay, it's searching. I think the Google Maps here will be opened.
The fastest route from Warsaw to the Baltic Sea is generally to the city of Gdansk, part of the Tri-City area, which also includes Gdynia and Sopot. The fastest way to cover the distance is by driving, or by the high-speed train, Pendolino. Driving route details. Based on current traffic conditions, the driving route to Gdansk is approximately distance 5.
Alright, that's an example how we can use the Gemini. Of course, there's a lot of more things, but I'll leave it to you to find them on yourself. For example, I can tell you that, for example, we can remotely and we can add an event into our calendar by simply telling the Gemini that you want to add an event. Simply say add an event. Actually, I'll show you that also. Add an event into calendar. The date is 15th of October and name it birthday party. And as you take a look, everything went successfully. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Welcome. This video is a quick practical guide to fix blurry photos on your Honor X7D smartphone. First, clean your camera lens thoroughly using a soft microfiber cloth, or if you don't have one, just use a dry towel. Just make sure that you do it carefully, not to damage the camera. And by the way, check if your camera has any visible damages on it. If it doesn't, then you can continue and open your camera app. Now, in order to focus on the object properly, you have to tap on it in your camera application to let your camera focus, and finally hold your phone steady with both hands and avoid shaking while capturing the shot to reduce the motion blur. You can also use additional features by opening this menu and selecting the grid line and the level. These two features will help you keep your device steady while taking a photo. So once again, tap on the object you want to capture and then press the button to take a photo. And by combining these physical, software and technique tips, you can take cleaner, sharper photos every time. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello, in front of me I have Honor X7D, and in this video I'm going to show the home screen tricks on this device. Alright, so let's begin. To open up the home screen menu, all we need to do is to simply hold, but we need to pinch on our screen just like that. Now as you take a look, our menu appeared. Now we can in here quickly change the wallpaper, but that's not the best thing possible. In here you can also select the blur effect if you want, so the background of your wallpaper will be a little bit blurred. You can of course change the intensity of this blur effect. So for example, let's select on the data level. To save, click on done. Just like that. Now let's go straight into the cards. Let's pinch again, and cards are basically the widgets. So in here, as you take a look, we have a long list of apps of which we can create a widget. Down below we also have the classic widgets that we can set. They have different sizes, as you take a look. So let's try to add one. For example, let's add a weather widget. It's pretty useful. As you go to the right side, you can see different styles. So for example, let's select that one, simply click on add to home screen, and as you take a look, it appeared. If you want to change its position, simply hold on it, and you can change its place and place it anywhere you want to. Okay, also as you could see, we have possibility to create a stack of the widgets. To do it, we need to click on the cards once again, and we need to add a new widget with the same size. So for example, let's add this time maybe the calendar. I think we had this size, so let's click on add to home screen. Now let's grab and let's place it on the second widget, and now the stack has been created. Now it works in that way that when we have our widget and we want to change it into another, we just need to simply slide up or down to change the widgets. And next to it we can see those small dots, and it's the numbers. It's the number of our widgets in the stack. So creating a stack of the widgets is really cool thing. Thanks to that we can save some space on our screen. Really useful thing, and I highly recommend trying it on your own. Let's get back into the menu. We can also change the transitions on our home screen. Currently we have the default but we also have the perspective. We can also see the preview, how it's going to look like. We also have the squeeze, the box, flip over, rotate, page, and the windmill. Let's select for now, for example, the rotate. Now let's save it, and you can see that the animation is now different. Looks pretty cool. So you can adjust it into your own preferences. Works just fine. Let's go back. We can also change the layout. Currently we have the original one, but we can select the minimalist or the categorized. If you click on the minimalist, for example, we can of course also edit it. If you click on that, you can change the display screen layout into all screen, exclude first screen, or the first screen only. You can enable or disable to use the text widget. It's up to you. If you want, you can always turn it off. Alright, and when it comes to the categorized, we can also click on edit, and we can select the categorized layout into by heading or by folder. In by heading, we can also enable or disable to use the text widget. Okay, in my case, I'll stick to the original one. And the last thing in here that I want to show you is possibility to simply create a folders. Thanks to that, we can also organize the space on our home screen, and we can simply keep the apps categorized in one place. So let's say I have the Asphalt game and the Game Center, and I want to create a folder called Games. So all we need to do is to simply hold on one of the icons, now place it on the second one, and as you take a look, a new folder has been created. Of course, you can change its name. For example, let's call it Games. And now it has been successfully created, and it's right in here. Pretty useful thing. Alright, let's open up the menu one last time. Let's go into the settings. In here we can also change the layout, 4:6 or 5:6. You just need to simply select which mode you like most. When we have 5:6, we can simply stack more apps on one screen. We can also lock the layout, and now when this mode is on, we cannot change the position of any apps. You can see that the home screen layout is locked, and it's impossible to change the position of the apps. Sometimes it's pretty useful. We also have the auto align feature, automatically fill empty spaces when apps are removed. Really useful thing. I can show you how it works. So for example, in here currently I have the TikTok, and now when I will uninstall it, you'll be able to see that all of the apps will organize automatically, and they will fill this empty space. So I'll click on uninstall, click on OK, boom, and you can see that the Real Short app jumped into the place of the TikTok to fill that empty space. Pretty useful thing. Back into the settings. If you want, you can hide the app names, change the icon size. We have this bar, and we can select the size. I'll stick to standard. Click on apply. If you want, you can also show the card bar, display a card bar under the app icon to indicate that a card is available for this app. And now we can select what will happen when we will swipe down on our home screen. Currently we have the Honor search, but we can also enable the notification for Control Center or none. It's up to you. As you take a look, I slide, and I have my Honor search right in here. Okay. And we also have the search button on the home screen. We can enable it or disable. It's up to you. And we also have the Google Discover. Google Discover is the thing as we go to the left side. Currently I have turned it off, so we won't do anything. In Google Discover we have articles that we can read. Let me show. Now I will turn on that feature. I'll go to the left side, and I have those articles that I was talking about. So that's the Google Discover basically. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to take better photos on your Honor X7D. Alright, let's open up the camera. And now I'll try to show you and I'll explain to you what things you can do and which things you should avoid. So let's begin with the normal photo mode. In here always let's make sure that the HDR mode is enabled for the better quality of our photo. Always keep this mode enabled. Also, when it comes to the zoom levels, you should avoid using high zooms. On our Honor the maximum value is only 8x, but it's not the biggest zoom, but we should also avoid that, because if you're using the zoom, the quality of your camera and the resolution will be simply worse, and that is why the photo will look better. So what I highly recommend to do is to use 1x or 2x zoom, and instead of zoom in using your fingers, simply move a little bit closer to the object physically with your phone and then take a picture. And because of that, simply the quality of the photo will be better. So zoom with your feet instead of zooming with your fingers. Moving closer to the object is always better than using the higher zoom level. Also, before taking a picture, it's always good to simply tap on the screen to gain the focus and then take a picture. Also, we have something called the exposure. If you are in a very well lit environment, when it's really bright, and when you take a photo, it might don't look pretty good because of the light. So that is the moment when we can adjust our exposure a little bit. To do it, simply tap on the screen and slide to the downside to lower it, and if you want to increase it, simply go to the upside. Lowering exposure is the best, just like I was saying, when it's really bright in the area that you are taking a picture, and if it's really dark, you can increase the exposure a little bit to create a better photo. So you'll make sure that everything will be contained on your photo. Alright, that's the thing. We also have the night mode prepared and created for people who like to take pictures at night. Also really a useful thing, and I highly recommend trying it. Also, we have the Pro mode, that is one of my favorites. This mode basically is for people who like to adjust almost everything before they take a photo. So we can adjust the ISO, the saturation, exposure value, the AF, and the white balance. I'll just take a look. There's a lot of things that we can adjust. If you don't know what those things are, you can click the information button right in here and you can read about it. So, for example, the ISO control the camera sensitivity to light. A higher ISO requires a shorter exposure time but produces a photo with more noise. Shutter, set exposure time, keep the device steady during exposure to avoid blurring the photo, and many more. Of course, you need to manually find out all of those features, how to use them. In here I'll show you a few things which you can do with your photo. For example, let's change the white balance. You can see how the colors are changing on the screen currently. So it's really a cool thing that you can adjust before taking the photo. If you want to restore into the default, click this button and click on OK, and now we have the default preset. So don't worry if you have selected something that caused this, that your photo is looking pretty weird with weird colors. You can simply hit the button to restore the defaults and everything will be okay. Also, let's go into the more, and in here, for the best quality of our pictures, we should use the high resolution mode. Thanks to that, we will have the best quality of our picture. We can also see under the information button that the high resolution can capture more details and works best in a bright environment. So you should use this mode in a pretty well lit surrounding and outside to take the best pictures. And also in here we have the best, actually not the best, but in here we have that thing that I was talking before, because in the high resolution mode zoom is not supported. So that's when we are taking a photo, that is why we should zoom using our feet instead of the digital zoom. In the high resolution, as you can see, we cannot zoom, so we should move closer physically to the object. It's like the best combo using the high resolution, and also before taking a photo, tap on the screen to gain the focus and then start a photo. Also, we can go into the settings, and now what I highly recommend to do is to enable the grid line, pretty useful thing, and the level, for example. Now, as you take a look, we have this first grid that can help us to position our phone in the proper way before taking a picture. So let's say I want to take a picture of this plant, and I want to make sure that it's exactly in the middle of my photo. So I'll place it. Now, thanks to the grid lines, I can position my camera in the proper way, and now I know that this flower is exactly in the middle. I can tap to gain the focus, and now is the moment where I should take the photo. And as you take a look, thanks to the grid lines, our flower is exactly in the middle of the screen, so everything went just like it should. The second thing is this bar, this horizontal line, and it tells us, are we holding our device on a proper level. If you're holding it steady in a good angle, you can see that it's changed its color into orange. So that's like suggestion to ours that we are taking our phone steady in the proper way. You can see that when I'm moving left or right, it's also changing. And now when I place my phone steady, the color has changed. And that's like information to us that we should take the photo right now. Alright, now that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Welcome. In this video, we're gonna determine whether you have a 4G or a 5G version of Honor X7D, and gonna take a look at the key differences between these two models. Well, first of all, I want to say that the difference between these two models is extremely significant. Basically, these two models have different hardware configurations, and we're gonna talk about it later. First, let's check which version you have. To do that, go to Settings, then open Mobile Network, open SIM Management, and now take a look right here. Even if you don't have a SIM card inserted into your phone, you would still be able to determine whether you have a 4G or 5G smartphone. Well, as you can see here, I have the 4G, 3G, 2G networks available for this device. That means that this device doesn't support 5G, which means that this version is 4G. Now let's take a look at the key differences of these two versions. So first of all, the processor, which we can check in About Phone. As you can see, the 4G version uses Qualcomm Snapdragon 685 processor, whereas the 5G model is equipped with the newer Snapdragon 6S Generation 3. Now the next difference is the main camera of the phone, which in case of 4G is 108 megapixel, and the 5G variant has a 50 megapixel primary camera. And the last key difference is the frontal camera. The 4G frontal camera, which we unfortunately cannot see visually they didn't add anything, and maybe for the better. But it has an 8 megapixel selfie camera compared to 5 megapixel on the 5G model. And these were the main key differences and ways to determine whether you have a 4G or 5G Honor X7D smartphone. I hope that this video helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video I will share 5 tips for better low light photos taken on your Honor X7D camera. So the first tip is using the dedicated night mode, which is the last mode on the list, right here on the very left end. And while using this mode, you're gonna have to keep your camera steady for 4 seconds until the photo is taken, and the result looks somewhat like this. Now, keeping the phone steady is by itself a good tip, but to help you do that, you can use a built-in features like grid line and level, and using these quick tools you'll be able to take a more clearer and sharper photo in a low lit environment. And the third tip is tapping to focus on the right, or basically the key element of a photo. Your camera will automatically set the focus on it, and by following the previous steps you'll be able to take a much clearer photo this way. Now the next tip is editing your photo once you take a shot on your camera. So to do this, go to your gallery, then tap AI Edit under the photo, and here you can either use the magic retouch, or you can manually adjust the brightness, contrast and sharpness levels by moving the slider you see right here. And to apply changes, you have to click Save. And now the last tip for this video is using your flash wisely. So in order to use flash on your phone, you just have to tap on this icon and select Flash On icon. And one thing you have to know is that Honor's X7D SLAT flash works best for close subjects, so around 1 to 2 meters away, and so don't use it for distant objects. Instead, rely on night mode or ambient light. If you're photographing people, try diffusing the flash by placing a thin tissue over it to soften harsh shadows. And that's all the tips for today. Thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video I will demonstrate and explain how to use the Magic Capsule feature on Honor X7D. So the Magic Capsule is basically the Honor's equivalent to Apple's Dynamic Island. So the bubble around your camera that you can use for many different purposes. To enable it on your smartphone, you have to go to Settings, find Notifications and Status Bar, then go to Magic Capsule and switch all of these toggles to the right, or maybe some of them if you don't want some of these features. Now, as you can see here, we have recording, media playback and clock. So how this feature works, let's start with the clock, which is kind of counterintuitive since it's the last option, but still. Let's search the clock on the phone. And what you can do with it is check, for example, the timer and how much time left until the timer is finished and without interrupting your other tasks that you're performing on your phone. So you simply start the timer and you just leave this menu, and then you are still informed how much time is left before the timer goes out on your smartphone. In my case, it's 5 minutes, and basically once the timer goes up, you will get notified, of course, just like usually. You can also pause the timer by tapping right here and then tapping the pause icon, and you can close it by tapping the X icon. So since we started from the end, let me show you the media playback and how it works. So the media playback works for music on your phone or for voice recordings, for example. So let's go to voice recorder app, and so let's play a sample recording, and let's once again just close this app. And as you can see, it also is displayed at the top of your screen, so you can also tap on it, you can add it to favorites. It doesn't have to be recording, it can be some music that you're listening to. So you can play, pause, you can add to favorite, you can go to the next recording, and so on and so on. And the recording feature, I don't think it works properly on this exact model, since it should do the same thing for you when you are recording a video or voice on your smartphone, but it just doesn't seem to work for me. Maybe it's something with my exact model, but basically what you have to do is just start recording your voice or maybe your screen. So once you start recording it, you should see the same dynamic island instead of this notification that you see at the top of your screen. And the same goes to screen recording. To start the screen recording, swipe down the control center and tap on the screen recording option, and the screen recording will begin. And just like with the sound recording, we have this dynamic bubble that moves along the screen, but I just can't seem to put it into the place of the Honor's magic capsule. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just this exact phone, but it seems to me that this recording feature isn't working well for now. But still, maybe they will fix it in the future, or once again, maybe it's my fault. Just I don't get it right. But I checked other people's reviews, and they did exactly the same of what I did right now. And that's I think all the features except for the calls. So when you receive a call, you will also get this magic capsule around your camera, where you can change the sound source of your call, and you can also, of course, hang up on it. And that's basically it. I hope that this video helped you and explained everything you need to know about the magic capsule on your Honor. And if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you what to do if the fingerprint scanner on your Honor X7D isn't recognizing your fingerprint properly. In such case, let's set up a new fingerprint scan for your device. So first, open Settings on your smartphone, then scroll down to Security and Privacy section. Scroll down to Device Unlock, then go to Biometrics and Password. Select your fingerprint ID, then confirm with the password. Now select the fingerprint and delete all the previously added fingerprints on your device. Then tap New Fingerprint, tap Add to proceed, and before you add a new fingerprint, you have to grab a piece of either a dry towel or a microfiber cloth and carefully remove all the dirt and debris from your fingerprint scanner. make sure that it's smooth and clean, and then start enrolling a new fingerprint for your device. Try using different parts of your fingerprint as much as you can, then tap OK to confirm. And after that, before we proceed, let's go back to settings, and in settings select System and Updates, go to Software Updates and let your device check if there are any updates for your device. Once you made sure that your device is fully up to date, let's restart it. To do that, press the power button and the volume up key at the same time. Then select Restart and let your device reboot so that we can be sure that all the changes applied. Once your device is restarted, enter your password first. It's a security measure. You cannot unlock your device with a fingerprint once it restarts. Let your device load for a couple of seconds, and then let's lock it and let's try our new fingerprint. Okay, so it worked for the first time, second time, and the third time went really smooth. And I hope that the problem was fixed for you too. If it was, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.